Alright, y'all. Time to show all this in action. Stole the wife's phone, so hopefully this is a little bit better quality of a video. But, so I can be in-depth and show how all this works, you've got the HDMI, just regular one plugged in, and then I have an extra one that's a DisplayPort cable directly to USB-C. And then the HDMI cable is going directly to the Benfei peripheral, and it still has all the capabilities of charging and everything else. It's not right now, but watch this. I'll plug it in, and no, I gotta set the phone down for a sec. Plug it in, and boom, charging. Good shit, right? So now we have multiple solutions. One, we're on a screen, a straight up monitor capable of 144 frames, which COD Mobile is capable of 120. This screen and phone is capable of 120 frames per second, which will display on this. And we're getting power and cooling. I might have said one of those already, but we're resolving multiple issues by having these things. We're not buying nothing for no reason. Now, you will notice that this is blowing air away. I want to explain that, like, high school science class kind of stuff. It's called being exothermic. One, you're going to be heating this thing up a little bit more because you have power inflow to the phone. Two, it's playing something that is very demanding on a phone's hardware. So that's going to heat it up as well. But by blowing the air away, it's pulling all this air in from all directions of the phone and then blowing it out. Guess what's getting blown out too? That heat that's radiating in the form of an exothermic phone in this case. I just wanted to clarify that because I know somebody's going to be a douchebag and be like, it's not even blowing on the phone, you're trying to scam people, you dick. Like, no. You're just retarded. Oh no, he said the R word. Guess what? Nobody cares, but your uncles, friends, cousins, cats, fish is mentally handicapped. Okay? Yeah, I had to use the stupidest example because you're getting offended over something that the people who you're actually trying to get offended over, they don't care. They're happy. Take some notes from them. Sorry for the rant. Tangents all over. But that's pretty much everything wrapped up in a nutshell. You can still use this if you don't want to, get this one. You'd rather have the HDMI or DisplayPort to USB-C option and then just be able to lay it down. That's fine as well, because you are a little bit more limited on where you can go, and you'll need more stuff if you don't just get the mouse pad and one of the cables that goes to the monitor or TV, however you guys are doing it. Multiple options for y'all. It's been a while since I've had some FaceTime with you guys, but I got some game-changing news for anybody that plays mobile games. And, oh boy, is it going to make a difference. Let me go ahead and pull out a couple of these bad boys and showcase them to you. A lot of people might not be aware of this, but new phones especially are capable of some amazing things. One of those things being, you can use something called peripherals. These peripherals come in many different shapes, sizes. Well, I'm from Boston apparently. Shapes and sizes, but they all have similar functions in the aspect of displaying the picture that's on your phone. So that's where all this stuff comes in. So let me kind of use this one as an example. This is for Samsung users. Plugs into the phone, then either into a DPI if you got an old monitor, HDMI, TV or monitor, and then you have a wall charger port for make sure your phone isn't dying while you're playing, because that's a common problem for playing mobile games. Otherwise, you're just gonna get pissed off, have to wait for your phone to charge, sit there, stare at it, and just get pissed off progressively more as time goes on. But you also have a extra USB port, and I'll explain why that's kind of important here in a little bit. But right now, I'm just kind of wanting to showcase how much freedom we have nowadays thanks to these phones and the fact they are as good as a damn console or a PC a lot of the time. We're walking around with little bitty tablets, like little bitty laptops in our pockets. We don't even realize it. So this is USB-C to DisplayPort. This is USB-C to HDMI. So the options are there. And I'll have everything linked below. So that way you guys can be taking advantage of this stuff as well. So there's a couple options when it comes to the multi-port peripherals. This one has a 60 hertz 4K enhancement to it. So like Warzone, for example, Warzone Mobile is capped at 60 hertz. So if you want to be able to play 4K on your phone at 60 hertz, which is crazy to say out loud too, this is the one for that. The other one I think is a tad bit cheaper, but it displays lower quality at up to 120 frames. So that's the point there. A couple other smaller ones. If you're a minimalist, then these might be the option for you. And then we can get into the fan and other stuff as well. But the only issue is you're not going to have the charge port with it, right? You got USB-C, HDMI. And then this is a converter if you have a monitor, but you don't have an HDMI port on that monitor, right? So DisplayPort to HDMI. Anyway, that's all the cables. But the other things that I'm going to get into are your Bluetooth wireless headset. Because for some reason they have not made any of these that also have like an audio jack or something. I think it's super stupid, but what are you going to do? These are the JBL Live 500s, and they, like most Bluetooth headsets, you're going to have some latency, a little bit of time from where you move or somebody else moves, enemy does something, you hear it. These have some of the least latency delay that I've ever experienced, so that's why I stick with that. I recommend that. The other thing is, before I forget, your controller. If you're like me and grew up on console, I ain't doing this. Can't do it. I'll lose my mind. Okay? No, thank you. So stick with me. I'm going to show you how all this stuff works and hooks up, and then we're going to show the fan and the display how well this actually works, which is crazy. Okay, so this is the wireless charging mouse pad. Pretty beautiful if you ask me. It's got LED if you're into that kind of thing. Personally, I like functionality more than anything, but it does look kind of neat. I'll give it that. But look at that. What is not to love about this thing? Learn some geography while you're doing stuff? Not be such a dipshit geographically? What's not to love? Okay, so moving on from the mouse pad, this is the fan that I was talking about. So when you click on the link, it's going to say, oh, it's a necklace fan. What I want that for? Well, that's not what you're going to use it for. Okay, you're going to completely fold it back and use it as a phone stand. Now, I can't place my phone in the stand right now and show you guys what it looks like because I'm using my phone. But when you place it in there, it's got 3 settings. The button placement, you're going to have to keep that in mind whenever you find a place to put it on your desk. Like, I'd recommend putting it over a ledge so you can still touch the button and whatnot. But it's got 3 settings. 1. And it blows pretty well. 2. Oh, wow, it's pretty powerful. All right, cool. and then hyperspeed. Sounds like a little laptop fan catching on fire. But it's wireless charging. It's got a couple extra ports. And yeah, like I just threw some adhesive on the back, keeps it in place, and then you can use it as intended. So one thing I did forget to mention about this is having both of these ports back here will allow you to have, let's say if you go with the, what was this? Yeah, the Benfey. Then you've got the ability to have that charge port and then hook it in your phone. And then also you have this other port that you can plug in to charge the fan. So like you're never gonna run out of something if you have these two things. And let's say you like the wireless charging, you like the map and whatnot, then you're kind of giving up the reasonability. I don't know. You know what? Just go ahead and buy all of it. That's fine. Help out the channel because these are affiliate links for Amazon. I don't make hardly anything off of ad revenue on YouTube, so you know anything's appreciated. But again, the best way to set this up is to have everything tied together. If you're going to use these two, if you'd rather just use this and the wireless charging, so you can move the phone around more freely, do whatever you want, then that's great as well. Now let me see if I can actually plug this thing in and display it on the monitor even while I'm recording. Oh, it does work. Welcome to Inception. That's goofy as hell. Okay. That was completely accidental, by the way. But that's how this works. Alright, so just have full transparency. This is in no way something that is, you or me taking advantage of other people that don't have this stuff, because it's available to anybody. Not only that, but these are all capabilities that the phones are built with. And be warned, you need to verify that your phone is capable of hooking up to a monitor and actually displaying what you see on the phone. Because I have an older Samsung that can't do it, but this one can. So that's something you need to keep in mind. And then also keep in mind Amazon has 30-day return policy. So if you buy this stuff and it's not working for your phone, just send it back. Okay? There's not a whole lot to worry about. Just try it out. It's game changing. Not wrap this up too early. One more thing is I want to thank y'all for watching the video, first off. But be sure to like, subscribe, help the algorithm get this out. Don't keep it to yourself like a dick, okay? Come on. I'm helping y'all out. Help your friends out, so share it. Everybody should know the phones nowadays are capable of doing these amazing feats, being a console. So that's the end of the video. There's kind of like a hidden little cutscene at the end here where it was a second take on showcasing the fan and the phone and stuff, but there's a couple little things in there that I think are kind of funny and you guys might find helpful advice-wise, especially if you have wives or needy girlfriends. So thank y'all again. Peace out. For this part of the video, I had to switch and grab my little burner phone, one that I had before this. So we're going to showcase the fan, how it works, and also I'm going to take this case off because the way this fan works is it blows the heat away rather than directly on it. Personally, I don't think that works as well, but it works great. I can still say it works great. I can also kind of showcase the setup because this is like my little huddle house in here, the extra closet we have because of sometimes the wife is like, I just want to be near you and I'm going to keep complaining until you give in. So damn it, I can't get this case off. Hold on. There we go. Jesus. Okay. So yeah, whenever you guys have a wife or girlfriend that you've been together long enough that you're going to meet in the middle regardless, because they'll keep complaining if you don't, this is a good solution. So case is off and you just put it right here. Pretty simple, right? So let me get this plugged in. And this is the Benfei peripheral that I was telling you guys about. So let's go ahead and get this going. Let's pull up COD Mobile first. So COD Mobile is going. Got the Benfei. Shit. I'm just gonna manhandle this thing for a minute. So this is what it ends up looking like. You got the HDMI cable plugged into the port on the actual peripheral, and then into your monitor. There's also the display port cable, so don't freak out if you need one that's like HDMI to display port because you have a monitor. You've got the charge port here, so that way the phone is charging as well. And then I have this USB port plugged into the fan. That way it also has power. So this thing actually gets pretty damn sped up. You know what? Let's do it like this first. Damn it. Stay. Okay. So setting 1. I can feel that. That's actually a pretty decent little fan. Cool. 2. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, that would cool it, right? Well, guess what? Hyperspeed. Yeah, it has that. It's like a damn little laptop fan in this beefy ass Area 51. But, so yeah, that showcases it. What it's going to do is it's going to blow the heat away from the phone. Again, I recommend having that case off because it makes it to where you have a lot better heat dispersion. Otherwise, that case is going to act like a medium between the fan, having direct contact, blowing the air away. Because here's the thing. It works because as your phone heats up, it's going to heat the area up around it, right? It's exothermic, I think is what it's called. I haven't been in high school science for a long time. But yeah, as it heats up, this fan is sucking all the air around it and blowing it out. So it's extremely effective. So just so you guys can see, everything I do on the phone is displayed perfectly. Like there's no delay. You can do whatever the hell you want. And then you see that lighting up, that microphone? Well, that's the phone picking up that signal. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the controller, wireless charger, and Bluetooth headsets that I recommend.